at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And take it right on the 30. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
On 2.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Takes it to about the 37. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
11.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. T. Higgins was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jonathan Grenard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it down the right sideline. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Come on. 19 Tiger. No. Let's go.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Stroud. And coughed it up, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust, because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart, because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now think you have an extra down to play with, because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
On 2, ready? 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11. Stop.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Stroud sets up the play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Miles Murphy. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Stroud here on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Nothing else. They were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line, but not much happened after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Returnable here from the 38. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go. Here we go.
1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Here we go. Here we go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
11. Stop.
Play action. It's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
11. Hey, can.
Burrow on play action. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Here we go.
Again, it's Burrow. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, some strong running. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Touchdown, Houston! With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, 10th overall. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
But that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind.
And our ball going to be intercepted yet again. Now inside the 25. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, CD, I think they were in nickel that time, which we see so often in today's NFL, and there it helped them net their first pick 6 of the contest.
Nice eyes, good observation there, partner. You nailed it. This is a defense that likes to mix up and disguise coverages, but it did end up being one of their main packages, the nickel, that fooled them that time. And they made the most of the miscue with a nice return.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
12.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
When a ball's tipped in the air and falls incomplete, sometimes it's almost insignificant, but not in this game because 3 interceptions have already been thrown. So when this one got tipped in the air, you just had to wonder, could this be the 4th? Instead, it falls incomplete, and the guys on offense breathe a sigh of relief.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Bengals at 1-7 now in the year. Hey, Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on, put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Here we go.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the 1st half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, here's Stroud. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. On second down, here's Pierce. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 115 yards on the ground for him so far. Here comes third and the length of the football. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Well, they'll go play action here with Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their two remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Stroud now on first and 10. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. His throw caught at about the 5. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Here's Pierce. Will take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag, and they'll accept that penalty. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
12.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
11.
Now Burrow changing things up here.
Stop.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Mixon again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 60. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be he stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. And he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and hold on to the ball.
Now he's loose again. And finally marked down at the 23. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards on the ground. Well, he currently stands second in the league in rushing, and runs like that are a big reason why. Heck, runs like that might get him to first.
And when you've got goals in front of you, if you're second and you want to be first, that type of running gives you something to shoot for and hopefully attain.
That's complete to Dell. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
They'll run here with Pierce. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick again.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. Who fumbles the ball inside the money zone? You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
73 yards rushing here from Mixon. He's got a first down. They go play action with Burrow. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
Cold-blooded.
11 MT, hey.
Second and 10 now, Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. A handoff to Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
11 mighty.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That one complete down the field to Smith. Well, he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for Cincinnati. 52 yards. It's Mixon on the counter. And he will take it on in for the Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Bengals have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
11 MT.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Breaks through the contact, and down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
1st down, Houston.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. To the right side and caught by Dell. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Wright's got it. Touchdown. Brock Wright, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Bengals 22.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And just shutting him off there. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bengals drive about to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 41. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Come on.
2nd down and 3.
18 Cardinal.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
249 yards rushing for him so far in this one. It's 1,400 for the year.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Stroud on 3rd down now. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running out, and you're in a dire situation now.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Brock Wright with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Texans are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead now up to 14.
36. Bengals 22.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Gun.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
On point, ready?
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They'll run again. And running with power here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Ready?
So Houston going to come away here with the victory.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know